What's up, YouTube? What's up? Today I'm going to talk about the red, white, red card. It's a type of residence card in Austria, and it's for qualified professionals who found an employer in Austria. There's also a family reunification program within the people who have the red, white, red card, and it allows you to bring your family here if you have a family, immediate family, so your spouse, children, and stuff like that. And what I'm going to say first of all is that the process of applying for any visa, because that's what the red, white, red is anyway, is stressful and it's hard. If you're not in the legal field, or at least have done this before, and you want to do this alone, it's gonna be really hard because you might miss just little bit of the legal details, and that might set you back or prolong the process unnecessarily. So my initial advice is, if you can get a legal professional or ask your employer to help you with the process to get you maybe a legal professional to bring you to help bring you here, you'll have a lot of studying to do and a lot of research to do, which you can still do. I mean, if there is a will, there is a way, right? So that being said, the first thing is that you need to have a job offer. So I'm assuming by now you already have a job offer or are looking for one before you apply for this. So once you get your job offer and you have your contract, the first thing is to file your application with the MA35. It's the migration department here, and they'll need your contract, your university degree plus supplements. So that's your certificate, and the supplements are to see what classes you took, if you're actually qualified to do what you are coming here to do. Your police clearance certificate. If you're coming from Kenya, it's gonna be in English. If you're coming from another country, they need the official translation for that too. And you'll also need a birth certificate. And here's the nuance on the birth certificate. The birth certificate, I'm going to give my country specific, my country specific situation. So you have to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Kenya to get your birth certificate authorized. Once it's authorized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it has to be taken to the Embassy of Austria in Kenya to be notarized officially. And from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the authorization has to be stuck or sticked on your original birth certificate and folded at the top and then stamped. So it has to be in that exact format before it arrives at the Embassy of Austria. Pay attention to that. And when you go there, you can obviously state to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that, hey, yes, I need my birth certificate authorized, but it's going to the Embassy of Austria. You've probably done one before, so please do it as it's supposed to be. Make sure you do that. And then the Embassy of Austria, they are open for notarization on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And it usually takes around 2 working days before it's done. From the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, maybe 2 to 3 days, 5 days, depends. The next thing is a passport. You'll need your passport to go along with the application. With the birth certificate, they don't need it immediately, so you might take your time because it will be needed when your application has been accepted to go forward. So when when they want to now invite you over for fingerprint taking and all that, then you'll need to provide the original birth certificate. So you can take your time for that. And the next thing is the English certificate. This is if your studies were not in English. But even so, legally, they need your TOEFL certificate. I didn't have one. And to be honest with you, my application was rejected the first time because of that, because I don't have a TOEFL certificate. But because I had a legal representative, they were able to appeal that with a previous court ruling about the same issue. If I was doing it on my own, I probably wouldn't have come up with that, and my application could have stalled just like that until I get a TOEFL certificate. So you probably want to get a TOEFL certificate or get a competent immigration lawyer to help with that. The other thing is you'll have to have a residence or just a random address. It really depends. They won't follow up because this is just to know that you're actually working on things on where you're going to live here. But maybe you want to do that early on so you get to know the places, or you have a relative who's gonna host you for the first week. So they'll need that to be filled in the application form. And yeah, those are the prerequisite documents that you need to start processing the red, white, red card. It's going to take 3 months before you have it. I thought if I hurry up, put all the necessary documents that they need, it's gonna take a short time. But from the answers that I found online, everyone said it took around 2.5 months to 3 months, and indeed it took around 3 months to get the invitation to come to Vienna for my fingerprints to be taken. And by the time you come to take your fingerprints, you should have already found now permanent accommodation here where you live, and you have something called Mail Digital, which is your address card, really, your address form. It shows that you live in a place, you pay rent there, and this is going to be your address. So you take that when you're going to get your fingerprints taken, or you get your fingerprints taken, but definitely 1 week later when you're going to get your red, white, red card, you have to present it so that they know you're living here and stuff like that. Then after that, now you can apply for social services, register at your local municipal office, and the social insurance card, which is like NHIF, your health insurance, it's automatically sent to you after you start employment. So that's a benefit of the red, white, red card. You don't have to worry about health insurance. It's going to be sent to your address after your first day of work. I will end this video because it's getting too long, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Have a great day.